Recipe number 1 out of who knows how many videos I'm going to make. But the first thing we're going to be making is ceviche. And there's 2 parts to it. It takes roughly around 11 hours to make or so. No, you're not going to be working for 11 hours. Roughly takes about actual work time probably 45 minutes. But it could take a little longer with my finger that's messed up right now. But you don't care about that. You're here for the recipe. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we need red onion, we need yellow onions, and we need, I don't even know what this is called, to be honest with you. What the hell is this called? Whatever. You need one of these, colander. And you need shrimp. And the type that would be easier to work with is peeled, deveined, and tail off. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is with all this. We're gonna, I guess the correct terminology would be is to dice the shrimp into bite-sized pieces. Let's grab the container and let's put it all in there for now because we're gonna be cutting the yellow onions and the red onions right now. You're gonna want to dice these. You know, you can find millions of videos on how to dice onions. Now that we have our red onion and yellow onion, now we just want to throw it all into the shrimp container. Alright, great. So now comes the fun part. So you need roughly about 12 to 15 limes. You're going to need juicy limes for sure. You want to cut these in half. And, cool. And then just use your lime juicer, I guess is what it's called. So what you're going to want to do here is squish all the juice and fill it up. Make sure it goes over the top of all the ingredients that we have in here so far. You want to mix it all up. You want that flavor to be evenly spread out. And now we want to add the imitation crab. We want to grab roughly about, for this amount of ceviche, I'd say 5 slices. Again, you want to have bite-sized sizes. So let's add this crab meat in there. And again, got a spoon here, mix it all up. So you can tell the color of the shrimp has changed a little bit. That's normal because the acidity of the lime juice is what cooks the shrimp and makes the crab meat and everything. Gives it its flavor, which you'll really like. And now, you can put the lid on. Alright, now we'll put this in the fridge and we're good. Let it sit for 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours. I like keeping it there for 10 hours. And you'll see it nice and pink tomorrow morning. So we have the shrimp still in the refrigerator. It's looking pink, looks really good, smells really good, but there's missing some ingredients. And the ingredients that we're missing is you need roughly about 2/3 of an avocado, maybe 3/4 for the amount of shrimp that we put in there, which was 3 bags, so roughly around 3/4, 2/3. And then we need 1.5 cucumbers, so I'm going to be using 1 full cucumber and a half, and then 2, I don't even know what kind of tomatoes these are, romaine I believe, 2 romaine tomatoes. And then cilantro, and we're not going to be using all this cilantro. Alright, cool. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to want to peel the cucumber, and we're going to slice it right down the middle. Using a spoon, you would take out the inside of it. Now we're going to want to dice the cucumber up into bite-sized pieces. So we want to do the same exact thing with the tomatoes, except you don't want to slice it and you don't want to peel it. And now we want to add in our avocado. You want to dice this as well, which is a little tricky because it's very sticky material. So we have this avocados ready, and now we have the last ingredient that we need, which is the cilantro. You don't want to have the stems in the ceviche, you just want to have the leaves. So you're just going to want to actually pick off the leaves and then cut those. Alright, same thing here, you want to bunch them all up. This is slightly different from the tomatoes and everything else because it's not really a diceable thing. But you definitely want to make it small pieces. You might want to use a different type of knife. Alright, there you have it. Here are all your ingredients for the ceviche. We're going to want to grab the ceviche out of the refrigerator. And if we look at the container now, you'll see that it's nice and pink. And we're going to want to add in all of the ingredients that are remaining. We're going to want to stir it up. And this will be ready in about roughly an hour. You want to have all the ingredients soak up the lime juice taste. And for the next hour or so, you're going to want to stir it. And if you can see here, the lime juice is leveled with all the ingredients that we just put in. So you're going to want to stir this within the hour that it's left soaking in each other's flavors. And then you'll be good to go. And then that's it. In an hour, that's it. You got your ceviche. Took roughly about 45 minutes to make itself. And enjoy with tostadas. Or whatever you'd like to eat it with tortilla chips, or alone, standalone. But this is it. Ceviche is done. All right, so the ceviche is done. We have Sergio here, who's gonna be trying it. Why is it so dark in the video? That's fine. All right, so you just grab your tostadas, buy a tostada bag. And then you serve the ceviche on top of the tostada, put some hot sauce on there, and then you eat it. It's very juicy, very liquidy.
Awesome.
And then yeah, ceviche. A lot of ceviche. Look how much is left. And look how much he has. That's definitely enough for, how many people do you think that feeds?
8.
8 people, right? At least.
More.
At least. Yeah, definitely at least 2 meals for 5 people. All right, cool. All right, well then, this is Bro the Chef. End of video number 1.